Hey bees, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry that today's video is gonna go up pretty late. I have had a bunch to do and I haven't had like anything interesting really happening, but I actually started my online classes today for my prepping for the ATI exam. It is so hot in this house that I'm gonna turn on the AC. Even though if you guys live in a Hispanic household, you guys know how much this is a sin. Like, you're not supposed to ever turn this on. They paid for it, they paid thousands of dollars for it, but it is something you're not supposed to touch. It's a sin, let's just say. Also, I just went to Starbucks because it's 50% off their drinks today. So I got that. Okay, so I was at Chris's house. Let me sit down. I feel like I'm walking back and forth way too much. So I had a little bit of stress because a lot of the nursing schools or colleges, community colleges, with the nursing, obviously a lot of them have nursing programs. Their applications actually already closed, which is a little bit stressful because I only have 2 schools that I can apply to for the summer or for the spring semester, which is East Los Angeles College and Long Beach. So Long Beach actually is going to be opening up their applications here soon. So I have to prepare for that. I actually already applied to the school. I didn't realize that you had to apply to the school and then you're supposed to apply for the program. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I think so because I went on their website and it said if you have not applied to our school, that's the first thing you need to do. So I want to show you guys what I'm currently working on. Also, I wanted to show you guys this, if you guys want to take some screenshots. This is like a little master list of stuff that I took. I hear Carolyn McAllister is good for English, and I've actually watched some of her videos and they're really good. So actually today, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go ahead and start taking the practice exam for the T's. I have not done that yet, which is really embarrassing because that should be the first thing that you take right when you start studying, so that way you know where you are in terms of knowledge and where you should start and what you should focus on the most, because you don't want to keep practicing and studying for something that you already know. The good part is that I finished all the math sections, so all I really have to really focus on is the English section and as well as the science section, which is amazing. I feel like such a relief being able to say that I finished with math. And so now all I have, like I said, is reading and math. Reading and science. So that's really, really good. So right now, if you guys want to see where you guys can buy or purchase this practice exam, go on the ATI website. Let me show you guys how it looks like. Hold on. So this is what it looks like. It's literally ATIT's testing. You guys should know this website. You guys should be familiar with this website because you're gonna go here to schedule your T's exam. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it looks like they kind of updated it already. They have these little packages, which I highly recommend you guys get it. It does look like they raised their prices, except this one. I think this one is a really good offer. It's the first time that I see it this cheap because it's normally $249, and I can attest to that. These are on sale. I believe I got this one for 60 bucks with a code. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember, but these are the packages that they offer. I do recommend you guys purchasing one of these so you guys can study. So let me show you guys what mine currently looks like. Okay, so this is what mine currently looks like. Go under my ATIs, and you guys are gonna see. Okay, so here are your practice tests. These are not any of the current ones. Here's the current one that I got. Actually, no, these are the current ones. Okay, this is ATIT 7. So this is gonna be the section that I'm gonna be practicing on today. I'm gonna be taking the practice assessments, all of these today. So I can see A, C, B, B, and then anatomy. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking these tests. I wanna see where I'm currently at because it is important to know. That way, whenever you're starting to study, you guys are as knowledgeable as you can be. I have a little over a month to study. Let me give you guys the exact time that I have. I have a month and like 2 weeks to study, which is great. Like I said, I already finished the math section, so that's even better. Question, let me show you guys how it looks like on here. I'm already on question 27. When I get something wrong, and I can't seem to figure out on my own, this is when I'll pull up like a math like thing to answer it for me so I can write it down and memorize it. Okay, so this is the question. We're gonna go ahead and make sure whenever you're doing like your work, make sure you're writing down this, because even though it seems really tedious and you say like, oh, I'll remember, just write it down just for your own references, because you will be surprised how quickly you will forget things, and maybe you'll miss a step, and this is like for visual cues. So the reason why I wrote these little, I like to call these little ducks, I think that's what they call them too in school. The reason why I did that is because these are actually whichever one comes first. These are independent, so parentheses will always come before exponents. These are together. So if you see multiplication first, you're going to do multiplication first. If you see division first, you'll do division first, then multiplication. But you guys will know this step. Okay, so I wrote it down. This is what it looks like. And we're gonna be working on the first section first. I'm so sorry, I don't know why it's not focusing. Okay, so we can see that multiplication is first here. So we're gonna go ahead and solve 2 times 15. We all know that 2 times 15 is 30, so we're gonna go ahead and add it. Sorry, I'm doing this at a weird angle. Here, let me do it like that. Okay, so minus 9 divided by 3. And we're gonna stop here. Most people, they're gonna solve this right here. They're gonna be like, okay, like let's keep going down the line. No. This is why I tell you guys to write down PEMDAS all the time to make it simple and easy for you guys, because you guys are not even, okay, so easy way. We're done with multiplication, you're gonna cross it out. You're gonna cross it out on both sides. You're like, okay, there's no multiplication no more on the top half. No, there's not. So is there division? Yes, there's division. So we're gonna do the division part. We're not gonna focus on the negative, because that's gonna be our next sign. Okay, so we have 9 divided by 3, which we all know is what? 3. So 3 minus 30. So what is it? 30 minus 3 is what? 27. Cool. So we already found the top part. We did division and then we did the subtraction. Perfect. Now what we're gonna focus on is the bottom half. This one right here. Again, I'm only going to show you guys this one example because I feel like it's really important and a lot of people get confused, as was I. So, yeah, okay, so we're going to do the bottom half now. Let me move you guys. I wish I had like a really big tripod. I mean, I do. I'm just lazy to take it out. Okay, so we have 5 plus 35 divided by what? 5. Remember, this is the bottom. That's why we're doing it in a different color. Okay, so what are we gonna do first? Are we gonna do the addition or division? That's a tricky one. So we're gonna look here. PEMDAS. We see whichever is. We're doing this in order. We know that there's no multiplication, but we know that there's division. So division comes before what? Addition. So we're gonna do it. So we're gonna focus on this first. Okay, so we have 35 divided by 5, which we know that it is 7. So 7 plus 5, it is 12. Cool. Now we know what we got. So we're gonna write it down. I'm gonna turn the page. I'm gonna be really embarrassed if I get this wrong, but I know I'm not. Okay, so let's go back, actually. We got 27 over 12. Okay, so we know that 3 goes into both of them fairly well. So 3 goes into 27 9 times. We know that 3 goes into 12, what? 4 times. 9 over 4. Let's check if I got it correct. Now, another thing is you want to check, is 9 over 4 answer? Yes, it is. Is this one of the answer questions that they have? It is. So, also, I'm not cheating. I literally am doing this on my own. This is from a different question, not the same one. Okay, we're going to continue. Is it correct? And we got it correct. So, literally, you guys, that's why I say do PEMDAS, even if it seems tedious. And you guys are like, oh my God, I know PEMDAS. Do it, because sometimes you're like, you can miss such an easy question because you were too lazy to write down steps. Always write down your steps no matter what, even if it seems tedious, even if you think you remember it, always write it down, because when you're doing the actual test, you get a little bit nervous and you seem to want to like rush everything pretty quickly. But let me tell you guys, do it in step form, always. Okay guys, I'm so freaking proud of myself. Okay, so ignore the 46.7 and ignore the 2 hours. It's because I had to keep coming back. to it. Okay, so the science portion, I'm not surprised. I have not worked on the science section at all. The math section, however, I am super proud of it because I know that 11 of the questions that I did prior, I know I got a lot of them wrong, but I'm pretty sure if I would go back to them and see them, that I would get a lot of them right. Reading, on the other hand, and English and language uses, I'm actually also really proud of. I'm shocked that I even got this far. Like I said, science is, I haven't worked on it, so, but honestly, I'm so happy for the math portion. It makes me really happy, but like I said, science is where it's all about. I have to focus on that next. Like I said, I do have courses for science, but I am gonna start reviewing all of that tomorrow. I'm actually gonna make a list of things that I want to get done. Like I said, I'm so proud of myself in the math section. I will study a little bit more, that way I can bump my way up to a 70 at least. But I'm so freaking proud of myself. Pat, pat, pat. Okay guys, so what I am doing right now is I am making a list of the dates that I'm going to be having class for the next few weeks. I have class Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Saturdays are science days, Thursdays and Tuesdays are my reading skill days, and Wednesday it is math. I feel like Wednesday is going to go by such a breeze because, like I said, I've kind of mastered, kind of mastered math because I completely understand it. There is a few questions that I probably need to get better at, but regardless of the point, always do this. Always make a mastery list of things that you have to get done and write down the things that you already did do. That way you feel like you're making some progression and you guys can see, okay, what do I have left? And like I said, I'm a very visual learner. I think that's something that's very important to make note of yourself, is find out what type of learning styles you like to have, whether it's visual, whether it is dual or auditory. Like you guys need to find out, that way you guys can understand what's your best ways to study. Like I said, I'm a very visual learner, so sticky notes, notepads, planners are the way to go for me. Making a list is always the best thing as well. So keep going, push you guys to get into nursing school. I know it may seem like a lot of work and it might feel like you're not going to pass, but make sure that you guys are doing all the resources and using everything to your possible knowledge, because you guys just do it. Give yourself a shot. Don't give up. I promise we'll get there together. Okay, so right now I'm doing Cornell notes because for me, this is like the best way, like I like doing for like the reading portion. So right now I'm just gonna start on a new set because this I kind of already finished. This goes along with this. I'm gonna add the same like top title. So for this one, it is use these cues or clues, sorry. Clues to help the main idea. I'm not gonna be able to, oops. I write pretty big, but what I like about this app is that I can grab everything and resize it to something a little bit smaller. And then to help, and then I can go ahead and cut the sentence apart. So, I can click resize, but I can just move this to the side and then write find. Bloop, there we go. Okay, so first things first is on here it says read the first and last sentence of the paragraph. We're actually gonna abbreviate paragraph. I'm gonna put PAGH. Looks kind of weird, but that's how I'm gonna abbreviate it. Let me see if I can move this a little bit closer so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so then obviously you guys know how to do Cornell notes. You'll write like, what do you mean? Like, what am I looking for with just reading the first and the last? With Jessica, I have not, like I said, I have not worked on science. To be honest, I paid for this and I really did not like it. I think I had like mentioned it to you guys. But to be honest, I feel like it's a little bit tricky. Yeah. See, I feel like, to be honest, this is a little bit trickier and I'm gonna try it with Nurse Hub. Hopefully I'm able to get to where I want to be, but yeah, I only have this much time left to finish and then I should be done. But I'm gonna end this video here because I'm gonna go walk Mia. I like to do little walks. I think I might tell you guys, but I like to walk Mia because it helps me get fresh air. It helps me talk to like my mom. We walk together, and you know, we kind of just update each other on like what's going on in each other's lives, like her in work, and then me with like school and like my relationship. Me and her are literally best friends. So we're gonna go walking and it kind of gets me away from the computer. I don't really be on my phone when I walk. I only take it for emergencies. That's pretty much it, you guys. So let's go walk Mia.